In this video we'll be looking at how to differentiate polynomials, ones with negative powers and fractional powers, and we'll also be looking at how we can change some slightly more complicated situations into ones that we are more familiar with. The first form of polynomials that I'm going to differentiate are going to be in the form ax to the n, where the n has either got negative or fractional powers. So look at our first question, y equals 4x to the minus 3. So just like you learnt at level 2, you multiply by the power. So 4 times minus 3 is minus 12. And then you take 1 off the power. So if you take 1 away from 3, you get minus 4. So the answer is minus 12x to the minus 4. Look at the one below, where we've got y equals minus 2x to the minus 7. Well, the only difference here is we've got multiplying a minus by a minus to get a plus, so that's 14. Take 1 away from negative 7, it's negative 8, so it's 14x to the negative 8. So the next one, dealing with fractions, we do have to be a little bit more careful when we're subtracting 1. So we're going to do 2/3 multiplied by 3, which is 2. The 3 is just cancelling, and taking away 1 from 2/3 is minus 1/3. So the answer is 2x to the minus 1/3. And for the next one, we've got 3/4 x to the 2/3. So we're going to multiply by 2/3, so the 3's are going to cancel. We're left with 2 over 4, which is a half. So that's a half x, take 1 off of 2/3, and again it's minus 1/3. So it's going to be a half x to the minus 1/3. Other questions where we're going to use a similar technique are ones where we have low order brackets to the power of 2 or maybe 3. We'll learn later on how we can use the chain rule to actually do that in a much quicker way. But at the moment, when it's a low power like this, we can just expand the brackets and we get y equals 4x squared plus 4x plus 1, and we can differentiate that in the normal way. Multiplying 4 by 2 gives us 8, taking 1 off away from 2 is 1, so that's 8x, and 4x when we differentiate gives us 4. So the answer is 8x plus 4. Okay, so let's look at the equation that we've got here. We've got, on top we've got 4x cubed plus 5x. We've got two terms, whereas on the bottom, the denominator is just a single term x squared. When we've got this sort of situation, what we want to do is divide each of the terms on top by x squared. So 4x cubed divided by x squared is just 4x. And 5x divided by x squared is 5x to the minus 1. And we can now differentiate this as normal. So the 4x differentiates to 4, the 5x to the minus 1, well, if we multiply by 5 by minus 1 we get minus 5, and take 1 away from minus 1 we get minus 2, so the answer is 4 minus 5x to the minus 2. In the description below you can find a link to a worksheet that has questions that you can try on your own. I hope you found this video helpful. Staying in field with Winfield.